So the Basel World is going on in there right now. Okay. Here's clips from it. Right. You guys seen that. Well, while that was going on, right, I'm right outside the door, and we have a number of collectors just showcasing their stuff, man. So, we got our own little private thing going on. So let's kind of jump in on what they're doing. Okay, so RJ is signing. All right, sir. Thank you for being here. All right. For the rest of the world, could you please state your name and the region where you hail from?
Oh, Darcy Ellis from Illinois, Rockville, Illinois.
Rockville. Yes. Okay, all right, right outside Chicago.
Oh yeah, about an hour and a half. You got it.
All right, and you look like you just got. Wow, is that the Ryan Johnson?
The Ryan Johnson, otherwise known as Invicta Ryan. Yes, sir. That is a fresh signature from a very generous man. Yes.
Okay, all right. So before we get into your collection, I see that you have a number of pieces here from this cruise. How is the cruise going for you so far?
Oh, cruise is going fantastic. I love it. Carnival's been very accommodating, and man, I mean, cruising for me is the only way to go.
Okay,
yes, sir.
So if you don't mind, we would love to see. Please take us through your collection.
Okay. Let's see here. Well, let's start with the limited edition Invicta box. It's one of the original cases that they ended up giving out. Very sturdy, hard plastic here. But as the collection stands that I brought today, we're going way back. One of the older divers with the Sandstone dial, two-tone. Has the SW200 movement in it. Diamond hour markers for a couple of them there. And that Sandstone dial is something special. They did use, I don't know if you want me to take them out.
No, go ahead. Yes.
All right.
Take us on a butterfly class. Okay.
Yep,
okay.
Using the brick and placard style. The plaque of the Reserve Invicta. It's a little scratched up because this just
you wore this.
I put some use into it, and I tell you what, it's stand up. This gold layering that they have is top notch, second to none.
Okay.
The SW200 movement, one of the rare movements that they used back in the day. I believe they refer to it as the gilded version, the gold plated movement with the custom Invicta Reserve gunmetal rotor. That is a nice piece. I do.
So this is an oldie.
Yes.
Why did you get this one? What was the attraction?
Oh man, I gotta tell you, it was first sight. That dial, I'd never seen anything. They have a lot of stone or natural element dials, but that Sandstone, you catch it in the right light. I believe it's been said many times, but it can't be said enough. It's like looking at the night sky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you get away from the city. You go out in the country, you go up on the hills, get way up there, and everything just starts gleaming and flickering. That's that right there.
That boy is good. Okay, so what made you gravitate to Invicta though?
Oh, Invicta! Oh my goodness! So I started seeing some designs. A lot of people say, "Hey, they look like a certain brand. They look like a certain brand." Well, you're not looking hard enough because they have designs that no one else has. And I got to tell you, I don't know if people are familiar with it. They need to really put this out there. They have watches that have won worldwide recognition. That Red Dot Award. Jeez. Award.
We got,
I'm getting excited.
I know, like what, Sabakonoma 5?
Yeah, I believe it started with that. You got that right. And I tell you what, it just kept going. Even just the smaller elements. But another thing, their business, their customer service, their interaction when the customer says, "Hey, I prefer if you made it a little smaller, a little bigger. If you did a little something like that," they listen.
Okay.
They listen, and that's something you're not gonna get with many other companies.
Now, this one right here is very interesting.
Oh yes, another oldie but goodie.
I'm telling you, I'm loving this.
The Speedway edition. Just looking at the dial, and that's another thing. Some people might just glaze over, but if you look close enough, they have a brick laying work that is intricate in the center portion of the main dial. It's just.
Okay, yeah. I see that.
And like I said, most people just glaze over, but it is there in the details. Solid stainless steel piece, beefy. The movement. I mean, just the layout of the chronograph with the sub registers. 936. I believe they call it tri-complex. But another. This is what they did. Another reserve edition. The brick and placard. That placard with the reserve Invicta sign there. And then
I see you excited about this collection.
Oh boy, and the magic in the back here. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't mind being corrected, I believe the base movement was the Salida, or I'm sorry, the 2829 ETA, but they partnered with Dubois de Praz. I think now they refer to them as DD.
Yes.
They do modules and movement, but they're known for their modules to make chronographs, because that 2892 is 3-hand, and I believe a date complication. With this module, because that first movement is like 21 joules. Adding this module, it's a 57 joule movement.
Okay, family. So at this point, we did run into some technical issues with the sound. Now, what my man Mr. Ellis was going over was the importance of this movement. He discovered that there were it's a number limited timepiece, but he was just talking about the joy of actually owning that. Now, this particular Speedway is a number limited timepiece. It's a 4-digit. Anybody familiar with Invicta? If you have a 4-digit number or 4 X's on the back, it's pretty rare. As he's going through this collection, I'm pointing out, some of his newer pieces, but he points out a scuba that he has in this collection. And I'm used to scubas looking a certain way, but he was telling me that it dates back to like between 2008 and 2010, right? And coming across these pieces are slim. You may find some of these on eBay, but good luck.
And what do you got on your wrist right now?
Oh, right now we're going with the Marvel edition Thor. I had to bust it out. It's a very cool piece. That dial. If you know anything about Thor, the Marvel series, when they use the Bifrost, that dial is one of the symbols that are normally burned into the ground after they get transported. I mean, the hammer, the top of the hammer. I mean, they
paid attention to the detail.
Yes, the numbers around the bezel. That there.
Oh, snaps! Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I tell you what, I got some wear and tear on here. I got a chip in the crystal, but that was from a huge impact. And I'm so surprised the whole thing didn't shatter. But that's, again, attention to detail, the quality that Invicta had. Oh, you know what? I got some smudges on there. Hold on, let me wipe this off right quick. All right, there we go. We can see that a little better now. Yes, limited edition. I love the color combination that they use with the red ink in the limited edition, so you can see it. It was that number 58 out of 3,000, and using the SW500 movement. Even the rotor has decoration on it. It's and again with that clasp, it's very sturdy, gunmetal, stainless steel. I love how they use the two combination. The two-tone. It's not your traditional, gold and stainless steel. It's pretty neat. There is a standout in the collection here, though. It goes back, and let's see. That would be the minute repeater. Minute repeater.
Yeah.
I brought this.
I was looking at that.
Yeah. And again, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna skip on the front, but we're gonna go to the strap. The strap alone, if I'm not mistaken, let's see if that's okay. That's right side up. Genuine alligator. This is an Invicta strap, came with the piece, with the timepiece. I don't know of any other piece that they came out with gator.
I don't have anything in my collection with gator on it.
And it's high quality. I've worn it. hundreds of times, minimum wear. This is not the original clasp that came with it. It came with a buckle, but to try and preserve the strap, I went with a different clasp that
that's smart.
Have to
that's smart. That's smart.
Using the hole and so forth. But yeah, now the minute repeater. Oh my goodness, here. Make sure.
Look at it.
All right,
presentation is everything, right?
Yes, sir. I want to represent here. All right, so we're gonna activate this.
Okay.
If we can get some audio on here.
Oh.
Minute repeaters now they have them in the mechanical form. This is quartz. The mechanical, geez, you'd be talking about tens of thousands of dollars to get a minute repeater. But this quartz movement is very good, and the sound for the chimes to tell you what the time is audibly, it is such a neat addition to their collection when they made this. And when they made it, it was one and done. I was so glad that I jumped on it when it came out. This dial really is a nice throwback to the old days. If I'm not mistaken, before how they have that there with the Roman numerals, we call that the watchmaker's 4.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, it's just pretty neat. This case again, old world stuff. It's just
that's nice. The texture.
Yes. All right, and it's got your day, your dates. The date track is all the way around the outside. The day of the week has a sub dial over here. I mean, everything is just in conjunction with us all. It's a perpetual calendar. You set this joker once.
That's it.
And it's good. Until the battery run out, you ain't got to touch it again. It compensates for leap years, everything. And again, I don't know if you see it with the lighting, but the blued hands.
Yeah, the front is blue.
Yeah, it's very nice contrast with the white background and the black markers. But yes, it's a special piece for me. I like wearing it on special occasions. You know, some people are like, well, it's not that expensive. It's not about the cost. Ain't about the cost.
No, you're a fancy collector. So first and foremost, you make me feel bad for the collection I have, man. I'm gonna just burn mine. I'm throwing it off the edge of the ship. Well, it's done. When we're done with this, I'm throwing mine up.
You throw it off, I'm gonna be fishing for it. You know.
No, but this is a really nice collection, man. I appreciate you sharing this with you. You do have some interesting pieces, man. Limited box, amazing. That's freaking amazing. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
No problem. Hey, Trap, I appreciate you, man.
My man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.